The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Handoff from the gun. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Silva. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Davis looking to pass. Balls it in. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
The Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough. But it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. And he's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away. And if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
And the Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Mean Green offense takes over, and they'll go to work for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Pulls it in. There he goes. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Got room to work. Got the first down and still on his feet. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Smith wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Can't get him to the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Texas.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Texas 7, Hawaii 0. Return runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Davis looking to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. He's got some space. 1, and they're in the red zone at the 19. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. It looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the...
Tight end trying to get in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Slithers into space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time the...
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Sweet cut there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Davis will throw. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jet. Turning it on! He's at the touchdown, Mean Green! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around the defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Davis looking to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his back in the middle. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockwood. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. It's Wheaton. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. North Texas in the hurry up. Smith dropping to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. There he goes! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Smith wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Milner. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. North Texas has it going to work with another first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Power football with the run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Davis will throw. Rushes on him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Working on the right. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Gets away from one, finds some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the marker. It's Wheaton. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. Lining up for the PAT.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
North Texas, 24, Hawaii.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Quickly complete. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and North Texas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating it.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down. Pushes ahead. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Davis will throw. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Walton. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2 minutes.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Great play by the defense, and they're expecting this, right? In a 2-minute situation, they've got a 2-possession lead. They got a lot of DBs out on the field, and everybody's eyes are just on the quarterback. They're all seeing it thrown, and they're breaking on the ball, and they come away with a nice interception.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's second and long. Smith dropping to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He'll start this drive firing. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man.